Let's pick up again right where we left off. We're in the middle of a buy from Miss Razone. We've got 4 items in the buy, and now I'm going to talk to you about tools that are going to help you price more accurately. You may have seen some of these already, and you definitely are going to review a lot in your buyer training, but one that is really helpful for me especially is using the categories correctly. If I go into female and I go into top, top is a category, and then all of these things right here are called subcategories. And you'll notice there's a lot of different options for female tops. Not all of these options are created equally, and let me show you how that works. For example, a cami is the very cheapest kind of tank top that we have. A cami in a size small from a popular brand like, let's say, Forever 21, gives us recommended defaults between $2.99, $3.99, and $4.99. The reason for this is that a Forever 21 cami costs only about $4 or $5 in the store, or maybe even $2.80 for some of their most basic items. A cami is a basic tank top, and so we don't price those very high. And your buyer is going to help you find the right price if you categorize it correctly. Now, I'm going to do a cool sneaky trick. You can come up to the top. Notice where I'm scrolling along this third button here. I'm going to click on cami one more time, and that's going to take me back and allow me to pick another selection. So this time, instead of looking at cami, I'm going to look at tank. And we're going to stick with size small because the sizes don't really matter in pricing. And we're going to look back up at Forever 21 one more time. A tank top has a little bit more detail than a cami. Maybe it has a pattern, maybe it has an adjustable strap, maybe it's made out of a slightly better material. But as you'll notice, a Forever 21 cami was somewhere between $2.99 and $4.99. But a Forever 21 tank top is worth somewhere between $3.99 and $5.99. Now, I know a lot of buyers that fall into the trap of only pricing items as tanks, and the problem with that is it doesn't give you that wider range of pricing for an item that might be nicer. There are Forever 21 tank tops that are somewhere in that $5 to $10 range, and that's where we're looking at this tank pricing for. But there's also an even nicer variety of tank that we would call fashion tank. I'm going to shortcut back by going up and clicking on the word tank, clicking on that, and let's take a look at fashion tank. Fashion tank, size small. Let's say Forever 21 again. And as you notice, all of a sudden, your pricing has significantly opened up. There are fashion tanks from Forever 21 that cost $22 to $25 in the store, and that's the type of tank that we're looking at here. Fashion tanks have extra detail. They have lots of different things going on. And as you'll notice, our price range starts at $6 and it goes to $10 for a Forever 21 fashion tank. So, the tool here that's helping you price correctly is using the correct categories and subcategories to identify the item that's coming in. IMAP doesn't know whether or not you've got a wool sweater or an acrylic sweater, but you can use your pricing defaults to help you identify the correct thing based on the subcategory, and you'll learn a lot more about that. So let's continue on. The other thing that really helps you is your brands list, and as you can see, you can pull up Forever 21, and Forever 21 is going to give you a nice price range. A Forever 21 tank ranges in price from $5.99 to $9.99, but if I had a J. Crew tank, my price range would be different. Notice that J. Crew is worth more, and so those fashion tanks are going to be worth somewhere between $8 and $14. Or if I had a Free People tank, that tank top is going to be worth even more. And interestingly enough, for most people, their average price for selling their fashion tanks for Free People is somewhere between $23.99 and $27.99. A shirt would have to be really special for me to want to price it at $34.99, but if a Free People top came in with a $170 original price tag on it and was in great condition, I would definitely try to use that $34.99 default. That's just going to allow us to pay our vendor a little bit more and make our sellers happy and make them want to come back and sell to us again. The final thing that you'll want to pay attention to help you price correctly is look at your quantities on hand. Notice up across the top, female top, this particular store has 4,932 female tops. In the fashion tank category, they have 1,402, and in size small, they have 550. Now here's a question. If I go to extra large, and it shows that I only have 30 in that entire section, do you think that's going to make me want to price those items higher or lower? If you guess that they're worth more if you have a smaller inventory, you are right on track. If I'm buying and I look across and I see that we only have 30 fashion tanks in size extra large, if I might have priced a medium at $7.99, I'm certainly going to price a large at $9.99 to get that extra $2 out of it. And this is important for a couple of reasons. You price items higher not because you want to gouge your customer, but because you want to reward your seller and you want to improve your product selection. If an item is really cheap, let's say it's a tank top that's worth $10, it's only priced at $5, the very first person who walks in through the door of the store is going to say, wow, it's a $4.99 tank, I want it. When you really want to hold out for the person that values that tank top $9.99 and is willing to wait for it to be in the store for a week and then come in and purchase it. If you sell that tank for $4.99, you're only paying your seller, the vendor who sold you the product, $1.35. But if you can price it at $9.99, you pay them twice that. You pay them $2.70. That makes your seller more likely to want to return to you, and it also makes it so that you can get more money for that item. Now, if you're really overstocked in a particular size, let's say it's a fashion tank and it's a size small and I've got 550 of them and it's the end of the season and it's still Forever 21, maybe instead of pricing it at $9.99, I'm going to think about $7.99 or even $6.99 simply because we're reaching the end of the season and we're a little bit overstocked on that size. The other place where this makes a lot of sense, and I'm going to use my quick shortcuts across the top, so follow me over to where I'm going to click on female. Click on female, it takes me all the way back. Male. Male pants, jeans. Notice I only have 334 pairs of men's jeans in the entire store. Most stores have 1,500 plus pairs of women's jeans and about 300 to 400 pairs of men's jeans. They're really hard to come by. So if I click on size 32 and I see that I have 89 pair, that's actually a pretty good inventory of men's size 32. But let's say I click on size 29 and I only have 26 pair in the store. That means that if a pair of express men's jeans come in, maybe if I only have 26 pair in the store, I'm going to go ahead and price it $15.99 rather than $11.99, simply because I know I'm going to sell those jeans, and let's say it's the fall and I'm entering into jean season. 26 pairs of jeans is enough for like 12 guys to come in and buy all of the size 29s, and then I won't have anything left. So let's go ahead and price them at $15.99. Now, what happens when I get these items down here at the bottom and I realize that maybe I could have priced them a little bit higher? Maybe I'm putting those express jeans away into the bin and continuing along, and then I decide, you know what? We don't have that many pairs of size 29 men's jeans. I really think that I could get $17.99 for them. Do not worry, there's a really quick way to bring that up again so you can reprice it. Go ahead and click once and then click twice, and it will pull right back up at the payment screen. This is really nice because then I can change the payment really quickly and move it over. And let's say that instead of $15.99, I wanted to price it at $17.99. I can click on $17.99, click again, and then that will send that down at a new price point. By the way, you can also do this at any stage for any different item. So let's say that women's polo shirt at the very beginning that I priced at $19.99. Let's say that I asked my lead buyer and I said, hey, how do polos sell for us? And they said they don't sell super well. Normally we price them at $14.99. And I realized that I made a mistake and overpriced them. I can go ahead and double click on this polo shirt and pull it back up. And I'm going to change my price point to $13.99. I'm going to click that and click again. Now notice it does something kind of tricky. That polo shirt used to be at the very beginning of my list of items, and now it's at the very end. It's really important when you're buying, if you have to change a price, make sure that you pull that item out and you put that item on the very top. So now the polo shirt should be on top of the express jeans, which is on top of the Abercrombie & Fitch blouse. That will make sure you're able to tag everything correctly. Alright, so remember, use the correct categories, use your brands list to help you price, and then really pay attention to on-hand quantities when you're buying. That's it for this session. Let's get on to the next.